Episode 1 Era. So far, this is bizarre. Each person is just all giving me weird vibes, even myself. Hold up. Drink water. Especially if you're going to talk a lot. Lost a sub today. I don't know what happened. It was probably Yumi Nikki was done for now. And they were just like, well, that's that. Which is fine. I've done that to a few people before. Vadim. Well, what the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Ira to Garen to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Z.A.T.O. Huh? Classmate A, graduate scale, the fuck? Classmate B, is she insane? Classmate C, somebody called a teacher? Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms towards Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Ira, read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Vadim, huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. Ira's the only one that's putting this fucker in his place, and everybody else is like not siding with her. There's no checks or balances in this class, like damn. The classmates who were caught up in the laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Vadim, crazy bitch. She ignores him. Teacher, Graduate, where are you going? Ira. Bump. Teacher, hey. Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. Teacher, you? Graduate, what? What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. What was the note? Did he write something on the note? Or was it my note, and he took it from me? Everyone knew Graduate. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours, not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. Interesting. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to goods people in the neighboring towns can't even dream of. You get offered such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. Damn. My town was barely past 2,000, and I lived there all my life, and that's all I pretty much knew. Like, people I knew. And I didn't have access to, like, good internet, so I wasn't even able to hop online until about 2022, I think, around there. It was weird. It was so weird. And especially when COVID happened, it just kind of made things worse. Since I didn't really have plenty of friends, that I would say now, thinking back at it, they weren't really like friends. It was just people that I was comfortable with to just be around. But I didn't have any deep connections or expressed myself as me or nothing like that. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But with her not knowing anyone with 6,000 people, or close to 6,000, I wonder how she would have felt with 2K. Because fuck. Yeah, never mind. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible. That is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Grajevsky's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? That's fucked up. I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garen. I didn't get why. If they knew what Garen was fucking saying, Vadim, he's fucking awful. And the classmates. And I think having this very closed off society that they have, this bubble of theirs, is not good for anybody. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyways. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they would want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that, and also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I weren't even there. 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson, I think it was math. I came in through the door. She's smoking a ciggy. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Z.A.T.O, oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look. Ira, hi. Awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business, so I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me? That would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Z.A.T.O, wait! Ira, huh? Z.A.T.O, I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. A cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance the world gave me, this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of the toilet stall? Ira, what? Z.A.T.O, raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open as if I'd just gone mute. As if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Oh! What the fuck? I accidentally... Don't click F! Ira. Whatever. Z.A.T.O, no wait, please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to my mind. Ira, what? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Ira, huh? Z.A.T.O, the windowsill. When you sat smoking there, right by the window? I thought, weren't you cold like that? Ira, eh? She blinks. Ira, not really. Z.A.T.O. Ira? Maybe a little. Z.A.T.O, thought so. Ira. Z.A.T.O? Ira. Anything else? Z.A.T.O, no. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got into trouble. Ira, huh? Z.A.T.O, well, I heard you get into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garen read my stupid poetry? I'm sorry for that. Ira. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. There's something with this art style that is fucking amazing. I am in love with it. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. Oh, she's being all cool. Ira, and why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Oh. That's what my heart told me. You did it all for me. Oh. And she looks like Lane. Serial experiments? Well, I guess not. Ira, his voice was getting on my nerves. Isaiah, I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Ira, your poetry isn't stupid. Isaiah, huh? Slam. I stood there dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Grajoviskaya? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right. I need to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. I said that as if there was something else coming up. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. Weeks passed from when she went missing, or weeks passed after when we had our like flashback thing. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then went in. And then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Isaiah, huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Vadim, oh, Shabina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? Isaiah, it's fine. Vadim, thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. Isaiah, no. It's just a drawing. Vadim, yeah, you sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. I want this man dead. I fucking hate this guy. This guy is the worst. And it makes it worse that the world, this society that they're in, thinks he's better than Ira. Because Ira's fine in my eyes. Like, you can be out there and not want to follow the rules and you feel like the world's against you and everything else. Like, there's a lot of those people who the world has done them so wrong in so many ways, they just don't feel like they should follow what society tells them to do. And so they act out, or they act in ways that people don't expect them to. But if they're not, you know, horrible people, let them be. Let them live life. Let them love life. Like, Ira was standing up for me. Well, no. Well, she maybe just didn't want to admit it. Isaiah, it's not me. Vadim, haha, whatever you say. Isaiah. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, none of your business, if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I'm developing a big crush, probably. I'd assume. Because if you can't stop thinking about someone like this, it's either you really, really want to be really good friends with them, best friends, or you are in love with them. I can't tell just yet. Especially with how Isaiah got so flustered when they were pushing that onto her. They were being dicks about it. Like, fuck you. Bet him. She might. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried it to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but... Isaiah, Ira. She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No. It's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Isaiah, hey Vadim. Vadim, what? Isaiah, remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? I'm assuming that's change or dollars. I have it back. Vadim, hey, 50 kopecks. When was that again? Isaiah, last Friday. Vadim, Jesus. You remember things like that? Isaiah, can I have it back? Vadim, man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. Isaiah, no, it was you. Vadim, geez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Classmate A, yeah, why do you care so much? Classmate B, so petty. Classmate C, you probably just lost it or something. Isaiah, my eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? Mug him in front of everyone? Hee. That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset, it's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. Don't give assholes money. That's the horrible world we live in. There's all these companies with rich people and they're assholes and we just keep giving them more money because we're like, oh, we can't part ways with Spotify with all the shit they're doing. Oh, we can't part ways with this other company that's doing all this shit. Like Elon Musk with Twitter. Like, fuck. What are we doing? Why are we so mindlessly just glued to not standing up for ourselves? I'm not exactly starving. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Classmate A, Isaiah, you don't use makeup at all, right? Isaiah, no, I don't. I'm not allowed to, though. Classmate B, what are you saying? They allowed it last year. Isaiah, really? Classmate A, nobody's gonna send you home for it, haha. Isaiah, oh, that's good, I guess. Why weren't they allowed to wear makeup? Is that a thing? Like my sheltered self, is that a thing out there in the world? You can't wear makeup to school? Like what? That's shocking to me. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice though, at least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. Whoever that is, you're not allowed to choose your man, because if you're choosing Vadim, there's something wrong with you. I suppose we have very different senses of humor. Classmate B, but you never tried it before, yeah? Isaiah, makeup? No, never. Classmate A, seriously? You're like 15. We're 15? This is even weirder that she's with a 30-year-old. Like, it's weird if she was with him if we were 18? What if we're 15? Why wouldn't we go to the police? 14? We better go to the fucking police. I don't know what the fuck Marina's on about from before, but we better have a choice. We better be able to tell the police, because like, what the fuck? No, we're going to tell the fucking police. Because what the fuck is happening in this fucking place? Classmate A, same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point, especially with that complexion. Isaiah, well, I'm not really. Classmate A, hey, how about we help you out? Isaiah, eh? Classmate B, yeah. Just some light makeup, you'll see what it's like. Isaiah, I don't know. Classmate A, come on, it's gonna be fun. Classmate B, yeah, you're gonna love it. Isaiah, alright, but Classmate A, yay, come here then. Is Classmate A a female? I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed so I can wash this mess off quickly. I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Sorry. I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. Ira. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I can't handle her looking at me like that. Isaiah, I'm sorry. Ira, huh? I run past her. Run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After about a month, the reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms, she said that. And I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held onto the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying, one who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. She said enough, though. It seems like to Isaiah, I keep saying Isaiah, but it's Isaiah, she seems like the type of person where there's so little interaction with other people that little things like that will just send you over the edge, like happiness through the roof. Vadim. Oh, great. Oi. Isaiah. 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 10. So he remembered. Vadim, there. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone around erupts and snickers. Classmate A, hey, you're a cheap deal. Classmate B, you free later? Classmate C, nah, ha ha ha. Isaiah, very funny. Vadim, oh please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. Classmate A, haha, that's right. Classmate B, you're doing us all a disservice. Classmate C, think of your classmates for once. Maybe think about her for once. Fucking assholes. Isaiah. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy. Plain and simple, getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid I can't help but laugh. Ahaha. That's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but, better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world, and hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused, or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now, until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl of my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? Why the hell? Ira, you idiot. Why is she calling me an idiot? To me? Isaiah? What? Ira, why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against a snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. What did they do to me? When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Isaiah, Ira, how did you know I was here? Ira, doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Isaiah, yeah. I clumsily get up, my limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. But there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. Isaiah. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh? The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't, but the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. Isaiah, so why are you here? Ira? What do you mean, why? I told you Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. Isaiah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Ira, Isaiah, well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. Ira, no. Not really. Isaiah? Ira, it doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Isaiah, is that so? Ira, yeah. You pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. Isaiah, Ira, I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believed that, right? Isaiah? Ira? Right? Isaiah, I didn't believe it. Ira? Isaiah, I'm not. That's stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank. I fucking hate this dude. I fucking hate him. This is the worst guy. Not the worst yet, but he's fucking horrible. I can't stand him. Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at the shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. Ira, you want to burn it? Isaiah, huh? Ira, I have matches. Isaiah, oh, no thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the paper and shove it into my pocket. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. Can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. No! Isaiah! Or Isaiah. Fuck that. Fuck. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Isaiah, thank you. Ira, eh? I smile at her. Even after I said I had come to terms with it. No. Right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. Ira, I didn't do anything, really. Flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? Uh-huh. That's cute. It's just so cute. Ira, huh? What's with you? Alright, I'm grinning like an idiot. Isaiah, sorry. I'm fine. Ira, whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. Ira, you? Take care. Isaiah, yeah, oh, okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other as I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple of steps in the direction of my home. No. Changed my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Huh. Why does she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day, sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say none of your business if I did, and she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. Thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes, and as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Ira, tisk. Do you assholes ever shut up? Classmate A, huh? Classmate B, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. Ah, and she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though, choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I do so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. Now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Ira. Move. Vadim. Ah. What's the rush? Ira. Vadim. Come play with us too. Classmate A. Huh? Classmate B. Haha, dude, are you serious? Ira. Vadim. Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina's having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Isaiah. Yes. Vadim, see? Ira doesn't flinch. Ira, out of my way. Vadim, or what? You gonna throw a chair at me? Ira. To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Aaron lets out an awkward chuckle. Vadim? What, got a grenade in there or something? He looks at him. Vadim, What? Swish? Whoa! Aaron jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Vadim says. Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? Vadim, what the hell? You... She tried stabbing him. Vadim, you deserve it. You should have been stabbed, you piece of shit. Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a bow compass. Ira. Vadim, is that... Haha, you serious? He doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk looking unbothered. Ah, it's just like that the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No, most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated, and I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times in weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree, if only I didn't do anything really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind, over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore, because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into, but it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home, which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day? No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that, bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa. But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. Isaiah, huh? My breath halted. Ira, oh. Hey. Isaiah, hi. The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here of all places? Ira? Again? Isaiah, Ira, how many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here? Isaiah, what? No. I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. Ira, a stroll? Here? Isaiah, yes. Ira? Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Ira, do you like smoke? Isaiah, no, I don't. Why? Ira, it's a smoking area. Isaiah, yes, I know that. Ira, you want to try then? Isaiah, what? Smoking? Ira, Isaiah, no, thank you. Ira, okay. She shrugs. Awkward start. I can't let it end here. I need to just... Isaiah, and what about you, Ira? Ira, what about me? Isaiah, why are you here? Are you at the institute? Ira? Yeah, something like that. I can feel my mouth muscles. Like they're tense as shit. Talking a lot. It is what it is. Been an hour and 17 minutes straight. Almost 3 a.m. I keep staying up so late. It's like the night hours is my perfect time to exist. I hate being awake in the day. I just wish I could just exist solely in the night. It's when it's quiet, everyone's gone, and I can just be doing the things I enjoy alone. Even knowing, like, I just talked about how, you know, in like many other videos, hate being alone, but I don't know. I'm comfortable like this. Isaiah, something like that. Ira, my mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Isaiah, oh. You bring her lunch? Ira, that's what I said. Isaiah, that's so sweet. Ira, Isaiah, I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. Ira, it's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Aha, crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira is cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard, but it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. You'd still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Why am I seeing red? Ira walks back into the building. Why did she walk back into the building? What happened to me? Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Vadim, your friend's not here today. Z.A.T.O, who? Vadim, who do you think? Z.A.T.O, she's not really my friend. Vadim, you're Pitbull then. Z.A.T.O, Pitbull. Classmate A, haha. Classmate B, hey, that's spot on. Vadim, you can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. Z.A.T.O, they think we're friends? Well, not really. But looks like they've picked up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me. It's not just my wishful thinking. That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure, it's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. Classmate A, at least she's barely showing up. Yeah. Classmate B, yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Classmate A, good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Classmate C, wait. I don't think they can expel her. Classmate B, huh? Why not? Classmate C, we're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Classmate B, damn. Good point. Phew. Vadim, well, her parents can just send her away. Classmate A, you mean to another town? Vadim, yeah. To a relative or something? What? No. Classmate A, oh man, now that you say that. Vadim, everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens. Classmate A, haha. No. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. Fuck. More water. I can subscribe, people. Share with friends. Let's reach 200. We're getting there. Every time we take a step back. Oh my god, is my voice going away? Don't tell me. It better fucking not. I'll be pissed. Every time we take a step back when someone's gone, we usually get a lot of more people coming in soon after. I keep losing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1 subs in between when I get 20, 30, and 5. We keep going up, but people keep bouncing. They keep bouncing. Everyone talks about it, how Ira's a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time, but still she forgets her lunch sometimes. That can't happen. No, it can't. It's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it will all be over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and I look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. Dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra, far past the fences, past the mountain ridge, so far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. It's the second time that they've said that. Isaiah, Ira. She's smoking again. My Lord and Savior, Ira. What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Oh, shit. Now I'm sounding like a smoker. I'm really using up all my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girl's bathroom just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. Isaiah, it's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I haven't struggled this much in a long time. I don't talk a lot, but for these videos, I talk a fucking lot. Isaiah, I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Ira, is that why you came here? To tell me that? Isaiah? Ira, I know that. I'm not stupid. Isaiah, I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Ira? Isaiah, everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Ira? Probably, yeah. Isaiah, good. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Isaiah, maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then, Ira, there's 1 month left. Isaiah? Ira, it's not gonna work. Isaiah? I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse, a selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Totsia moved away? Who's Totsia? Because Totsia is also the second time she's been mentioned, as if she's been like a past old friend of mine. It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Ira, hey. Isaiah, Ira, thanks. Isaiah, no, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. Ira, it was nice of you. Uh-huh. Nice. Right. He doesn't know. He thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. He really is too good of a person. Ira, are you going to the toilet? Isaiah, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Ira, a diary? Isaiah, yes. You know the one we use for classes? Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Isaiah, don't worry, we were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. He throws the cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Isaiah, wait! I said it's fine. We were playing a game. Really. Ira. Isaiah, please. Don't get into more trouble because of me. Ira, I wasn't going to. Isaiah, huh? Ira, I haven't a plan where it is. It was Garen, right? Isaiah, no. Chirikov. Ira, same difference. He walks out of the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Isaiah, wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Ah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Isaiah, sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is so much worse in this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is, my diary, right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Isaiah, please be careful. Ira, I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above, then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the window seal. Ira, catch. Tap. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Isaiah, wow, thank you. Ira, yeah. Out. Isaiah, what? Bam! Ira almost loses her balance but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Ira, whoa. Isaiah, are you okay? Ira, yeah. Let's just get out of here. Isaiah, you think it's broken? Ira, don't know. I didn't see anything. Isaiah, huh? But Ira, why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. I see. Isaiah, thank you again. Ira, Isaiah, how did you know it would be in the boys' room? Ira, you think Shurik would go into the ladies' room? Isaiah, no. I suspected they put it there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. Ira, you can't keep doing this. Isaiah, I know. I should have checked there from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... Ira, no. You can't keep going along with it. Isaiah, it was just a game. Ira, it wasn't. Isaiah, no really. We were just playing around. Ira, bullshit. Isaiah, Ira, you know damn well what they were doing. They're not your friends. Isaiah, I never said they were. Ira, then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. Isaiah, I can't. Ira, you like being a victim that much? Isaiah, Ira, you. It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. Isaiah, it's not that bad. And I wouldn't... Ira, Isaiah, I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Ira, why the hell not? Isaiah, well, it wouldn't be right. And Ira, for the love of... Isaiah, it's not like I never tried it before, but when I say something, they just make fun of me. Nothing changes. Ira, so freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. Isaiah, I am not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. Ira, Isaiah, and when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but Ira, Isaiah, Ira, so what's your plan? Isaiah, huh? Ira, that's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Isaiah? Ira, seriously? She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Ira, Isaiah. Isaiah, yes? Ira, you know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she is getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. Isaiah, I don't know what to do. Ira, why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine, but here I am whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Ira, write me a poem. Isaiah, huh? Ira, a poem. Isaiah, why? Ira, what kind of question is that? 'Cause I liked them? Isaiah, really? You like them? You like my poems? Ira, why else would I ask? Isaiah, thank you so very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. You want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific... Atra? Meter? I've never seen that word before. Metra? I'm gonna skip over it. Ira, I don't care. Anything. Isaiah, alright. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Ira, yeah, you do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. Ira, I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Isaiah, yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. Shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too.